Hey guys, I'm at my local paint store, Heartland Paint, and this is Justin, and he's the owner of the store. And my eye just happened to catch this behind the counter. This is a sprayer that I've never used before. I've heard of it, but I've never used it before. It's TriTech, and this is the T4, which is their smaller model, and it's on a cart, but they have a stand model, just like most of them with 4 feet. But we want to try it out in the field. This is a brand new unit. He bought it so that he can demo it for his customers because he really feels like it's a really good unit, and if you use it, you'll like it. And so I'm going to give it a shot. You know I love Graco. I use Titan as well, and they've all been good to me. But this company actually has engineers from both companies, and so they've kind of come together to build something special, really. And it is made in USA. And one thing that's different about these is they have lifetime warranty on the motor and the drivetrain. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited to check it out. So let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and prime it right now. First time using it. The switch here, I was told, is also a circuit breaker. And maybe if it gets hot or whatever, it'll shut off. So it's a safety. So whatever storage fluid is now out of the pump, and we can go ahead and start purging the air out of the hose because this is the first time it's been hooked up. So you can see the nice machine finish on everything. This is the gun that comes with the T4. There's an upgraded gun on the higher models, like the T5 is a 2-finger gun, which I'm actually excited about trying. I like a 2-finger gun better, but this will do the job for sure. We put the extension on because we're working on ceilings today. So you might explain, you heard the difference in the speed there. It's got an electronic control for the motor. What do they call that?
So the precision motor control, the PMC. What's cool about that, it's ideal for efficiency. So it matches the tip to the electronic feed to allow the pump to match the pressure to the tip.
So we're wanting to work with the lowest pressure possible, is that right?
Correct. Yep.
That's my goal usually.
Yep.
I'm going to dump this paint together. It shouldn't have any variation in color because it's just white, but who knows? There's no sponsorship on this video whatsoever. We're just using some products that are available here locally because I wanted to try this sprayer out. And I'm not looking to change anything up. I just want to compare, and it's always for you guys, if I can give some feedback on something that you might be able to figure out would work better for you, then I'm happy to help. And I have no reason to change what I'm using, but I am always curious about new tools and different tools, and that's part of what keeps me going here, so that's why I want to try this out. Man, just looking at it, it's very impressive. Pretty lightweight. I think it's just over 60 pounds with the stand, or the cart. The stand is about 33 or 34 pounds, so it's one of the most powerful units that's that weight, it's that small. It looked just like that with some legs instead of the wheels. That's actually the unit that I would probably be interested in looking at without the stands, just something more compact. That I could fit underneath my tonneau cover in the truck. I mean, I have tool trailers and box trucks and things like that, but I don't always need that much capacity.
What's cool about the low cart is that it does have that retractable handle for other vehicles like SUVs or low deck vans. It collapses down and allows you to kind of store in a lower height. But for tonneau covers, it definitely is a little bit too tall.
A little bit. And I'm just going to let that water go in the paint. Not going to hurt anything. So there's no digital readout, there's no Bluetooth. What we do have is something to me that is very desirable. You can see the actual pressure gauge here. So it looks like we're at about 700 or so. And crank it up. If you read the side of your bucket and it says what pressure to spray at, or what tip to use, this might help you. So we're going to be using, I think, a 5/17 tip today, which is pretty good for a textured drywall ceiling. And I am going to back roll this, just because that's what I do when I do ceilings. And this is hand tight, right? You don't have to ever put a wrench on it.
Yep, hand tight.
The housing, you can see it's got some brass in there, so maybe that would be nice for being able to get your tips in and out later, like after some wear and use gets built up on there. Sometimes the stainless binds a little bit,
Sure.
so that brass, I think it's going to make it easier on us long term. But anyway, I'm going to put my respirator on, and we will get to doing some spraying. So we're all primed. We got our pressure up to about 2,000, and we're going to go ahead and spray the ceiling, and then I'll back roll it really quick. It takes literally just a couple minutes to roll a room, but I've just learned over the years that it reduces frustration. You can do a perfect job and maybe get away with not back rolling, but if you don't do a perfect job, then you have to come back and repaint. So 3 minutes could save an hour later and another trip. So it's just insurance. With this sprayer, I don't think I really need it, but anyway, we're gonna keep going.
So that right there, as he is spraying that, we just watched that it stays really consistent. You don't really have a whole lot of lag or fluctuation in your PSI. Right there at 2,000 PSI and fluttered hardly at all.
I'm gonna purposefully not back roll this just to see what it looks like, see if any of the striping shows up. And if I have to redo it, it's not that big of an area for me to redo. So I wouldn't maybe test this out on the living room with all the flashing coming from the windows and such, but it's a smaller area, so it won't be a big deal. But it's a good test. I think it's gonna cover just fine. I'm really liking this sprayer. Something I'm really noticing with this is there is very little overspray. There's no bounce back. So I was back in this little corner here, and normally I would have some bounce back. And being at a little bit lower pressure or you know, plenty of volume at whatever pressure it is, it definitely is helping. You can see how much is on the gun itself. We're almost done with a 1,500 square foot house. This is basically the last 15 square feet of ceiling, and that's how much overspray is on this. And you can see on my mask, everything that's on here is from before. So if I'm wiping this off, I don't know what's on my hand, but it was already there. Yeah. So pretty cool stuff. So what do you guys think? I really thought it performed well. The pressure was just dead on the whole time. There was no pulsing. I couldn't see any difference in the spray pattern, no matter where I was, no matter what position I was in. And I just felt that it was very solid performance. And what do you think?
I thought the efficiency and how quiet it was really cool. We hardly had any overspray on your mask or anything that we seemed to come across. So I thought I'm happy that it performed the way that it did. So
very nice. Well, I definitely appreciate you letting me use it.
Yeah, thanks for using it.
And
Appreciate it.
check out TriTechIndustries.com and HeartlandPaint.com. He's going to have a really cool website up and running really soon about not just paints, but techniques and how you can improve your painting skills and problems that you're going to be facing in the jobs that you're taking. So thanks again.
Thank you.